host Toya, and today is Communion Sunday, and I am going to show you a drink I make every week, or not every week, but I make on the regular during the cold and flu season when I start to get a little scratchy throat or I start to get a little stuffy. This is what I do. This is what I make to prevent me from getting sick and from it going any further. So before I get started though, please like, subscribe, and share, because if you get anything out of this content, chances are someone else will as well. So share with those you know, love, and care about. And let's get into it. I did forget one ingredient that's not listed, which is my cayenne pepper. So all of these ingredients that I have listed here, the honey, the turmeric, black pepper, cayenne pepper, ginger, and lemon, because these are all the ingredients you're going to use, they all will help against just certain things, like your fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, berries. All of them help with certain things. They all have fiber in them, which is going to help with your digestion. They all have properties in them that help boost your immune system. They all have things in them that help with free radicals in the body. Like, these are things that are just a given, okay? So any of your fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and berries are going to have this. But the thing that makes each one different is their specifics, okay? So like ginger is really, really great for your digestion and really great at boosting your immune system. So it works really well with the gut and maintaining the gut health. So because your gut health is maintained, the body can flow and get rid of the toxins and things easier. Now lemon, lemon doesn't just taste good. But lemon, actually, one of the properties that it has, which helps with when it comes down to this, is it will help flush out your kidneys, okay? So that's where the lemon comes in as far as this drink goes. Again, it has other properties and things as well that are valuable, but as far as the drink goes that I'm making, it's the property of flushing out your kidneys, okay? Black pepper. Black pepper is good, like I said, for everything else that I mentioned. But in this particular case, it activates the turmeric so that you can get the most out of the turmeric. Now, I didn't have any fresh turmeric, so I'm using powder. Now, some people think that when you use a powder version of an herb, that it's going to dissolve completely. And that could be further from the truth. All it is somebody dried out some turmeric, blended it up, ground it up until it was a fine powder, and that's how you ended up with this. So it's still going to be just as solid as it was as a herb. So it's not going to completely dissolve, but you can get the extracts out of it as far as the juices and stuff. So because I didn't have any fresh turmeric, because it's on my list, I'm using the powdered one instead, okay, which is the same thing. You still use it. I've done it many a times. I've even used a powdered ginger as well with the turmeric and everything else that I'm naming here, okay? So you can do it. You can substitute. And the reason that I'm even thinking about or even presenting this to you is I woke up this morning, my nose is a little stuffy, and I felt a little tickle in my throat. Now, the tickle could come from the fact that I was messing with my dog the other day, trying to act like a dog and doing some of their growls and stuff, and it ended up tearing up my throat. So that's probably why my throat was feeling the way it is. But still, I don't want to take any chances. The other one is honey. We're going to add some honey. Honey has a lot of antibacterial, antiviral. Like, honey is wonderful. And this is raw honey. So you want to make sure you get raw honey. And it's best if you can get local raw honey. Because it also will help with allergies as far as the pollens and stuff that's in your area. But if you can't get the local stuff, just make sure you get you some raw stuff, some raw honey. And then my favorite, y'all know I love this one, cayenne pepper. So cayenne pepper is a detoxing herb, okay? It will go in and help to detox the body. It will help nourish your organs. It will help with circulation. It helps with getting rid of mucus. Like, all those things that we need during the cold and flu season, this actually helps with. So how to prepare this and how to get it done. Other thing you need is some water. Get you some good clean water. I use distilled water. Y'all know I do my own, but I use distilled water. So it's a couple of things you need. One, you need a pot so that you can boil. Anytime you have a root vegetable, okay, so turmeric, ginger, burdock, or dried berries like elderberry. No, I don't have any elderberry. I was just sitting there thinking, do I have some elderberry? Because I could probably add that to it. But I don't. But things like dried elderberry or hawthorn berry, things like that, those you need to simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Um, so because this is a root and I wanted to save some time, that's what I did already. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. I know it's very steamy, okay? But I have the turmeric powder in here, and I have some cut up ginger in here, and that's it. And a couple of shakes of black pepper. Woo! Now I can't get the camera thing right. Y'all, I need a new camera. Here we go. Okay. And then I'll show you. I'm just going to strain this into my cup. Because I simmered this for, like I said, about 10, 20 minutes. I mean, 15, 20 minutes. So I'm going to show you what it looks like so you can see how small the pieces are. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I always forget stuff. I try to make sure I got everything. Okay, but just so you can see how small I cut the pieces up. Okay? So they're not very big. Let me turn the light out. So they're not very big, you know. You see, they're kind of small. And this was probably about an inch of ginger. Well, no, it's more than that. So probably about these 2 fingers. Okay? With ginger, it's one of those things. It really depends on you, and as far as how much you can tolerate, how much you can taste. You can take, okay? When it comes to the ginger. Forgive my camera skills today. So, like I said, I just put some sprinkles, probably put about a teaspoon of the powdered turmeric. Probably about, yeah, probably use about that much ginger. Okay, so that's about palm of my hand. And then in here, I've already juiced. I wanted to show y'all this, okay? I love this little thing. I got this at the dollar store. But it's a lemon juicer. So you put the lemon, half a lemon in there, and then you stick it on top. You just press down and twist, and then boom, pop it out, and then you have lemon juice. Y'all see that? Nope. So anyway, so I allowed this to cool some. You don't want it to be scalding hot when you do this, okay? So this is cooled a little, and I'm going to add the lemon juice and the honey. Now you want this to still be warm when you do this. I forgot the cayenne pepper. You can do 2 things with the cayenne pepper. You can put it in now like I'm about to do, or you can put it in while it's simmering, okay? It's up to you. Just understand that, and do this to taste too, however much you can take. But just understand that if you put it in there with the boiling, it's going to be more potent. So you're going to want to use less if you can't tolerate it too much, okay? But you see that nice golden color? So pretty. Okay, so to this, we're going to add our lemon, and this part is to taste. So you put in as much as you want or don't want, okay? So just to go over the ingredients, I used about half a palm of ginger. I juiced my lemon, which again, it really depends on how much you're going to use. Now, I've made big batches of this, I've made small batches of this. It really just depends on how much you're going to make, okay? But because I still got a little bit in here, this is a 12-ounce cup, I believe, 12 or 14-ounce cup. So we'll say 20 ounces of liquid. So 20 ounces of water, half a palm of the ginger. I used half a lemon, even though it's like 1.5 in here. I didn't use all of it. About half a lemon. You're going to use just a dash of pepper. You don't need a lot. If you want to add more, you can, but to activate the turmeric, you only need a dash. I use about a teaspoon of the turmeric and a couple of shakes of the cayenne pepper, but again, do this to taste. And again, the honey, do this to taste, okay? So you can taste it. I know when the kids were younger, I used to have to put a little bit of sugar in here to get them to drink it when they were, single digit age. To drink it, they put the sugar in there. So you can put a little bit of sugar in here if you want. Just be careful about the amount that you use, because you're really trying to pull the toxins and things out of your body, and you don't want to put more toxins in there with all the extra sugar, okay? So if you want, use honey. You can even use maple syrup, which will give you a few more minerals. You can use agave if you're into that. If you're not, I completely understand, because agave Might not spike your sugars, but there really is no nutritional value in agave syrup. So you can use it or not use it. Use date sugar. What other sugars do they have? Cane sugar, raw cane sugar, or whatever sugar you have in your household. Use what you want, but just like I said, just use it at discretion. Because again, you're trying to get rid of the toxins and the bacteria and viruses and stuff that's in your body, and not add to it or feed it. So, but yeah, that's it. And then once you get it all tasting right, it's delicious. It is delicious. But strain it out. I've even used it where, ooh, excuse me, that's that cayenne pepper. I even did it to where I made a picture of it and put it in the refrigerator and just warmed it up as we needed it. So you can do that as well. And if you do that, you can actually leave the ginger pieces in there. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. That's the cayenne pepper. But you can leave the ginger and the turmeric pieces in the pitcher if you make a picture of it. I don't know. Do y'all get hiccups sometimes when y'all eat spicy food? Because sometimes jalapenos really do it for me. Cayenne pepper doesn't usually do it, but jalapenos, they do it all the time. I end up with the hiccups after I eat them. But sometimes. But in any case, like I said, I've made a picture of this before. Just kept it in the refrigerator, and we just heated it up as we need it. Which, if you do, I would suggest heating it up on the stove, where you can just warm it up on a low temperature. Y'all, I got these hiccups now. You can do it on a low temperature. That way you don't kill off everything, and you just want to keep it until it gets warm enough to drink, and then remove it from the heat. Okay, so you don't want it to boil or simmer. Just get it warm enough to drink. The reason I suggest the stove is because the microwave kills off a lot of the enzymes in our food, because you're basically nuking it. And if you think about a nuclear bomb and stuff, when they do the testing and stuff for it, afterwards the whole area is devastated. Okay, there's nothing, and nothing would even grow in that area for some time. So when you microwave stuff, that's why they say you're nuking it, because you're nuking it. Okay, so if you can avoid the microwave when it comes to this, to warming this up, so you're not killing those enzymes, because those enzymes are what's going to go into the system and help you get better. Once you kill those off, you're just really drinking flavored water. And that's basically all you're doing. So a lot of properties and stuff that's in it is gone. Okay, because you killed it off. But this is my cold and flu tea. It is delicious, especially when you get it to the amounts that you like, as far as the ginger and the turmeric. It is very delicious. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. So again, please like, subscribe, and share if you got anything out of this content, so others can get it as well. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.